now.
All right, so we running.
Yep.
Oh, let me get my phone to drink.
Do that. All right.
What's going on with me? Stress is what's going on with me.
What is it? Stress?
Stress is what's going on with me.
You need me to come light somebody on fire, or what's happening?
Well, I did have to do that last week. One of my people decided to be insubordinate to his lead person. And then,
Really?
yeah, so they came to me, said, hey, this guy is not doing what I told him to do. So I had to give, after talking to him, I had to give him a documented verbal warning as I'm following the steps.
Yeah.
But didn't follow my instructions either. So that means that now he actually put his 2 weeks in the same day. It was unrelated, but it was the same day that I had to talk to him. But he didn't follow my instructions either. And he just basically fucked off the rest of the week. Nobody heard from him at all. So, yeah, he's gone. He's gone.
Wow.
And, yep, didn't fill out his timesheet either. So,
holy shit.
He's also not getting paid this week.
I mean, how are you feeling about
that? It was coming. I mean, he was one of those people that didn't surprise me. But already got a replacement in for tomorrow, so just keep rolling along.
Yeah, that's what's good. Shit. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. Boss of everybody, but I mean, apparently you handle it quite well. I mean, it's not like new, however.
But that wasn't the most stressful thing. I mean, that wasn't really stressful at all. It was just somebody fucked up. They had to go. Pretty cut and dry.
All right, give it to me. Where we at? Talk to me.
So I was asked, about a month ago or so, to assist in another project that needed more like local oversight.
Okay.
I get in there. I spend the first couple weeks just observing. It's a shit show. Like,
I'm sorry, it's a what?
I don't know if it can be salvaged, but yeah, it's one of those things where it's like feels like trying to climb aboard the Titanic after it hit the iceberg.
Oh, so, damn! I hate that shit.
I'm trying to stay on that piece of wood and keep afloat. Meanwhile, Leo's just kind of floating down the thing. But
look, dude, I'd flip that bitch right out of the raft and be like, "Look, ho, you can go. Okay, I'm taking this fucking raft."
So essentially, I was brought in as kind of a firefighter to clean up another mess that has systemic issues, probably for ants.
Is this the same region that you were advising in when you first started this position, or a different one?
It's same region, but different project altogether. Like not the same people at all.
So, okay, all right.
I'm still basically over on the coast, Pacific Coast, but yeah.
But you also have this other situation. So as predicted, looks like you got some more territory there. And I'm not going to say that I said this was going to happen. I'm just going to sit over here and look at my nails like I do when I'm right, So.
Well, it's the same. I think I want to say we talked about it the last. I don't remember if we did. No, we did. Yeah. Because it's the same place, just a few weeks later. and me just going like, oh,
what a shit show this is. Like,
yeah.
is it salvageable or is it you should fire this whole fucking batch of people and just get on with your lives, y'all?
It's salvageable. That's the question I've been asking myself.
Right.
Well, I'm going to have to try, you know.
Right.
I do have my doubts. I can't lie about that.
Wow.
I'm gonna try.
Man, I don't know what to say here, and you say that, because there's not really much that, there's not really much you can't grab by the damn back of the collar and throw some shit where it ought to be. So that kind of worries me a little bit. Like, what's the stress level with getting this shit together?
It's up there. It's somewhere up there.
Killing you, bro. I see you. It's killing you.
Yeah.
That's fucked. Like, what do you want me to do? You need me to come and like light somebody on fire? I got you, bro.
There's really all I can do is really just try to do my best to salvage the situation, and I've had to be more blunt, I say, with people under me now.
Hold on, more blunt, because that's the area I excel in. Like, listen, if you need me to write some notes down for you, like, I totally got you. I can write you a crib sheet out right now.
So, like I said, it is what it is. I'm doing my best. That's all I can say.
I see you, dude. I see you. It's all over your face, man. That's fuckery. Listen, I mean, you can only do what you can do. You can't save the fucking universe. You tell me that shit all the time. So, like, I'm just gonna go ahead and do that thing where I repeat your own damn words and then, et cetera.
Mm-hmm.
Et cetera. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, so I want you to meet the dude, okay?
Okay.
So the Viking, all right. So Viking.
What's up?
That's Andrew.
Hey, how's it going?
Brian. So, so I have, as you can see, I have a personal audience of one today because he actually doesn't find me boring, inane, to be an idiot, or overbearing. He says I'm passionate, which I think that is just a nice way of saying I'm a real fucking bitch all the time. So, I mean, I swear to God, Brian, it's like he took a page from your book, dude. He'll say shit like, okay, he said something last time. Okay, we were talking about Grindr. And he said, if you were looking for puzzle pieces to, fit your puzzle, that dude was a Lego. I was like, what the fuck? That's the most Brian shit I've ever heard. Like, get the fuck out of here. So, just so you know, this kid has, I don't know how he gets the Brianisms, but he's got a lot of the Brianisms. So, maybe it's a thing. Maybe it's spreading. I don't know.
Wisdom is always positive.
The smartassery. Yeah, the smartassery has reached that level, is what I'm trying to say. So just so you know, I said you two are never going to be in the same room together. Absolutely never going to happen. So anyway, yeah. So, you saw it. Did you see the little screenshot that I sent you about the app? Because it's got a Brian's Fangirl corner. And I'm really thinking that is a good way to, really sell people on the app. Although Andrew had a good idea earlier about how we could sell 30-second portions of your voice. Like you could do the, hey, baby girl, this is B-Man. I just wanted to tell you to have a great day. And we could like sell those. I'm thinking we could be rich by like noon on Thursday. So what do you think?
What? I don't know if I saw the screenshot because I guess when you sent me that message, I don't remember seeing the screenshot because the context was kind of.
I was on my damn voice to text and obviously.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So if you can send me the screenshot because I saw the message, but there was no context to it, so I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
I mean, look, dude, I don't have to make sense, okay? It's, this my shit. I ain't making no sense. I don't give a damn. Y'all follow along anyway. So, so anyway, okay. So I started doing. Okay, here's how it happened. Okay, it is the. Oh, what is the damn? Now I can't remember. It's not the WordPress site. It's the other site. Um, fuck, it'll come to me in a minute. But anyway, now it allows you to develop an app for your site. Okay. It'd be like if we could do like on the WordPress one, a little app, that goes along with my shit every day, my blog every day and whatever. Like if Substack had an app that went along with it. Okay. Well, on that, you can do like, the blog section, and you can do like the comment section from your readers and whatever, just like on Substack. And instead of the audio, like we do the clips from our podcast with, it allows you to do like basically a fangirl corner. And I said, if this is not the perfect shit to allow Brian's fangirls to interact with him. Oh, B-Man, your voice is like hot butter. Oh, B-Man, like you take away all my problems. B-Man, I'm a white woman and I want to throw myself at you, as you walk down the streets.
I know that's some shit, man.
You already know I'm right. So I'm thinking that we could do that. It'd be like the spoon interface, where you could just be like, hey girl, Brian here. I just wanted to tell you, you look wonderful today. I know your man ain't said it, but baby, I'm here. I got you. And that shit would sell like fucking hotcakes, B-Man. Like hotcakes. You know how hotcakes sell? Like hotcakes. You feel me? Brian,
so
I'm right.
Are you trying to get me to spit game to some of these people?
30-second. Yeah, I need a couple of 30-second clips from you is what I'm saying, bro. So, if you could just give me one or two, we could be, wealthy, independently wealthy by like, I'm saying Thursday, but honestly, I think Wednesday night we might got it, just depends on how I edit it. So,
Okay, so what, you threw out a couple, but what other kinds of things?
I mean, this Brian here. So, I ran the math on the whiteboard earlier, and it looks like, as a numbers game, you and I, girl, we could do this thing, So hit me up on ask a bitch face, dot blah blah blah, and I mean, look, dude, that's money. That's all money all day.
Oh, you can do when you just tell motherfuckers are dumbasses.
Oh yeah. So we also discovered that in my infinite bitchery. Did I tell you about the dude that kept begging me to? Okay, listen, I had to for real, like, set this dude to some don't ring through my email anymore. He wants me to smoke cigarettes and blow the smoke in his face and ash on him. Now, Brian, we got we got a dominatrix on the page. Eve, she'll frequently talk about dominating people. And I'm gonna tell you what, them girls don't make bad money. Like I said, shit, for $500, I'll fucking smoke a whole pack of cigarettes and blow the shit in your face. You feel what I'm saying? Not really. That's a specific sexual deviancy fantasy right there. And you already know that it is. This dude got some issues, and I bet you I could point them hoes out. However, I just thought that was so weird. I was telling him about it. Like, okay, this is exactly what this, and he's like, that's some real good money for basically treating a dude like shit. I do that for free on the internet every day, so like, I don't know how I'd feel about charging for that.
I think you would question it until you saw a stack right here And then
until that first PayPal came through, and I'm looking at them $100 bills, like, damn, baby, we made a killing today. Like, all I had to do was like stand on somebody's damn knuckles with my stilettos, and I brought this stack home.
This is a real thing. You already got.
I know it is. You're right. He's like, you already got the shoes for the foot fetish, So why don't you just go ahead for real, like, Brian?
I'm serious, like.
Yeah, Brian, I'm looking at these. Okay, I'm not going to lie. Okay, there's a lot of my stilettos at this man's house. Okay, and I'm just looking around this room like, it wasn't that obvious to me when I had them all shoved in a closet, what was really going on with this shoe thing, Brian. But I'm starting to think maybe I might got a problem. Now, I'm not saying I do, but I'm not saying I don't. I don't know how to. You go ahead. I see you with the words.
Which means that you don't really have a problem with it.
Right. I don't have a problem with it, but I think it could be a issue that someone else might have a problem with. Like, okay, I'm sure that who was the Filipino woman, Imelda Marcos? Is that her with all the shoes? Is it?
I don't remember the name exactly. No.
Yeah, I think her husband was like I don't know, whatever they're not presidents in the Philippines. What are they?
Like a prime minister or something?
Yeah. His wife had like some rooms full of shoes, okay? Like, when I say rooms, like, Brian, we ain't talking foyers, okay? We're talking like, master bedroom size rooms that are full of shoes. And I'm talking about intricate ass custom shoes. Like, she wasn't rocking no Louboutins, you know what I mean? Although she was rocking some Louboutins, because Christian Louboutin is a genius. However, she had like some money, and yet these people are starving. Like, it's a revolution and shit. And there's people like, we have 2 bowls of rice to last our family for a week, and this bitch has got shoes upon shoes upon shoes. And I can see how that would be a problem. But I don't plan on dating a politician or allowing any sort of media into my shoe closet. So,
Well, does your shoe collection inhibit your finances? That'd be the first thing.
What was that? Who? What? I didn't understand the question. Stop speaking Espanol. I don't speak that very well. I'm not fluent. What do you mean? I don't understand the words that are coming out of your mouth. So anyway, I was very adamant about the fact that I was going to try to slim down my shoe collection. It didn't happen. I'm not proud to tell you that I wasn't able, because quite frankly, they're all beautiful, and I couldn't choose between them. They were looking at me like, please pick me, please. I know I'm blue paisley and you don't wear me, but one day you'll run across the perfect top to go with me, and then you'll wear me, you'll love me. And I couldn't agree more. I felt like the shoe was really right in what it was saying, so I was unable.
So when you pull them out in what, 3 years maybe?
Right.
Okay,
I mean, to be fair, they're beautiful, and they're also one of a kind. So how could I not? It's like vintage candies, Brian. You can't say no to that. You have to just say yes.
My cousin, he has, what did he tell me? Like 200 pairs of shoes.
See what I mean? So I don't have a problem at all.
Right, of course, right.
Yeah, I mean, it's all in the light that you frame things in, Brian. That's what I keep trying to say. So I don't know why I repeat myself when I talk about this. You have to frame things in a positive manner. And I'm sitting over here being an optimist about this shit. I don't need no negative Nadines chiming they bitch asses in. All right, so that's basically what I'm trying to say. Okay. Now, bear in mind that he's very much like you. if you give him a couple of black and gray t-shirts and, his standard, well, he doesn't do anything without his mid-range socks and whatever, but it's all just a standard black and gray, and he go roll with it, very similar to yourself. He ain't fucking with it and letting it fuck his mindset up. But I, on the other hand, am over here, spit shining my heels that have never been worn and basically doing that type of thing. So it's but I just figure that's because not everybody can appreciate cork bottom stilettos or things of that nature. I have a gift, is what it is, Brian. It's a gift. It's not a problem. It's a gift.
I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to let you.
I didn't figure you would. I didn't think you would. It could be a bad situation. So, okay. So here's something I wanted to talk about. Okay. So we got some election results. How you feeling? Some election results. How are you feeling?
Oh, how am I feeling? I'm sorry. I'd say overall, I'm glad at the results. All this, lawsuit filing nonsense that trying to claim that there was fraud, the mail-in ballot system, all that stuff. I mean, we expected all that, of course, and watching them all just go by the wayside, one by one was amusing.
Yep.
I will be curious to see what happens in January. I know, like he claimed he's not going to leave. He's not, all that stuff. But Secret Service, they have an effective way of getting people out. So
listen, them boys don't play. Okay, I'm gonna tell you what. I dated a couple of special ops dudes. Okay, you really don't want to fuck around in a scenario that puts you at odds with our democracy. Because I'm gonna tell you, listen, I dated an airborne ranger once. Okay, I got a little belligerent drunk one night on some Tanqueray, and I'd also had a little bit of Patron on the rocks. We was on the golf course that day, all right? So between the combination of sun and alcohol, I guess I turned into an asshole. And I decided that I was just basically going to sit my ass where I was. I wasn't getting into the car with him. Cue the whole sound of the record scratching, because this son of a bitch within like 10 seconds had made me into a pretzel twist, and I was in the front seat of that car with that damn seatbelt on. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was no in between. And I'm just like, I don't know how you did that, but I really don't approve of your method, sir. But I got my ass in that seat, though. You know what I'm saying? So, like, and Brian, I don't know if you know this or not, but I throw these knuckles now. Like, there wasn't no in between at all. I was just like, oh my, what the, okay.
You were here,
well, I guess
you were just like,
car. Yeah, I'm just sitting there like, it wasn't real nice of you to knock my fucking arms together, dude. You didn't even have to do all that shit. Like, that's not, that's extra. That's real extra. So, I know that, if you want a problem, you can find one with them boys. Like, they'll give you all the fucking problem you think you need. Like, you really don't want to play that kind of shit. So I look forward to seeing somebody's white trash ass and their Ford Windstars that are on blocks get tossed off the White House lawn. Like, I'm totally okay with that shit. I swear to God, I am.
I want to see one of them just try something.
Oh, dude, let a punk jump up to get beat down. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Like, I'm not opposed at all. I feel like go right the hell on ahead. I laugh my ass off, dude. Like, he's talking about, how he's talking about leaving the country shit, but he can't even legally get up out of here for what, 4 years? 4 years after a sitting president, right? I believe so. Yeah. So, I mean, any course of action other than just shutting the fuck up and moving out is a bad move for this dude, man. It really is. But I really feel like he's that ignorant type that's going to jump.
I think he's going to try
I do too, baby.
You know.
Yep. I don't feel like.
I don't. I'm trying to remember last time we had a podcast. I think I texted you, but I don't remember if we talked about it on the last podcast when I was not in the county I live in here, but the one next over, Butte County. When I was going through, this is like sometime before the election, and I passed by this huge Trump rally.
Oh yeah, you did tell me about that.
Yeah, I think I did. Now up where I live, I'm in Shasta County, and then Butte County's to the east of me. Really, all like Northern California, like north of Sacramento, is pretty much all one big block. I wrote about it some time ago about the state of Jefferson movement up here. Yeah. But it's Trump country. So when I come home or go north home, on either side of the freeway, it's all just orchards, and there were. I don't know if they're still there anymore, but there were like all these box trailers with like Farmers for Trump, Latinos for Trump, Trump 2020, all
Latinos
signs.
For Trump. Is that what you just said? Latinos for Trump?
I kid you
Bro.
not. I kid you not.
Can I just, hold on. Let's roll that footage back because didn't this douchebag, Wall, Mexico paying for it, hate immigrants, blase squaze, am I having a fucking, am I in the Twilight Zone right now? Am I high, Brian? Because what the fuck is really happening?
Question. I did, I know there's been a few articles I've read over like the past few months or so about like why there have been, I believe the support in the Latino community grew slightly this time around than last time around. The only thing I can speculate is that for the people, like say if you came from, I don't know, like somewhere in Central America, Honduras, El Salvador, Cuba even, and you come over here, there's this like, the older people are the ones, even in the Latino communities who might even speak English, are the ones who would be more likely to vote for Trump. And I believe, I want to say males as well would be more likely to vote for Trump.
They're conservative as shit, you know? Exactly. Yeah, so, and I get that. But I mean,
well, it's not logical. We're not talking about logic.
No, because that's the most backward, asinine fucking just the logic. It defies me, dog, for real. Like I am. Okay, listen, I can string some sentences together, homeboy, but I cannot. There's no rationality at all to that shit. Bro, he wanted to like basically lock y'all the fuck out of this country. Literally, bitches are being, what do they call that? Forced sterilized? Like dogs
the
and cats?
Sterilization.
Could we please talk about that? Like, are you serious? I mean, wait. They're yanking your ability to have children because you committed a goddamn misdemeanor? And yet this is, man, come on, man, come on, man, Brian.
I think it follows the same logic as why specifically, I want to say like 60% of white women voted for Trump this time versus
I wish somebody would listen.
Yeah. I believe that the percentage increased this time than 2016.
Okay, I would like all 60% of those women to turn in their vaginas, okay? Because you bitches don't have that card anymore. You're out of here. Like, we're going to need, just drop it in the bin by the door, bitch. You don't need that shit no more. You are out of here. Like, how in the hell can you be team woman and want anything to do? He said, grab him by the pussy, Brian. That's what he said. With this, listen, hello, grab him by the pussy. What kind of oh, Brian.
So I think is that there's such a just intense dislike of anything, even slight, for both slightly left of these people.
Mm-hmm.
And there's this, for both the issues that we're talking about, this willingness or ignorance, excuse me, to overlook all the negative aspects of this man, both in terms of his politics, in terms of his personality, everything, because it's like they don't want any Democrat in the White House again. And they feel like he puts this whole thing about putting America first and,
what that is putting white people first is what that means.
Well,
putting white people. Let's not fucking sugarcoat it, Brian. Let's not lie. Okay? That's exactly what it means. You and I both know it. Apparently other people know it. That's why his bitch ass is not going to be back in there. So it's, I'm going to tell it like it should be told, which is they have such a fear of any sort of person having an equal fucking foothold in this country that they're willing to have this douchebag, this grab him by the pussy douchebag, sit another 4 years, destroy this country another 4 years, as though, what the Brian, the top of my head is going to blow off.
Well, think about this. I mean, all of the social unrest, really for the past 4 years, does not affect like most white people at all,
Yeah, so, not in white America.
Yeah, so there's no real benefit for anything changing,
nope.
for them. Especially the ones, specifically the more people that are in more like rural areas and people who don't really have to interact with anybody who doesn't look like them in the first place. I mean, I live in these places. I live in this place
Brian,
right now.
I'm in that place right now, okay? Yes, my Fletcher and 15th ass is in white America, okay? Let me tell you about my experience here in white America, Brian, okay? I'm going to tell you, I've never been a sitting resident of white America. As you know, I love Tampa very much. I feel like it's a great place. It's a melting pot. Yay. Everybody loves a little bit of flavor in their life. I can get some Jamaican food at 1 o'clock in the morning on a Tuesday if I want to, or I can, I don't know, get a prostitute at 2 o'clock in the afternoon on a Sunday if I want to. Like it's a real, it's a real diverse city. We'll put it that way. I come to white America and it is different. It's very quiet in white America. There are not a lot of other people than white people in white America. There's no barbecue stands. There's no, like, I'm just feeling, so I feel like a fish out of water. I swear to God. I feel like if I need like a little bit of culture in my life, I'm probably gonna have to go out of the county. Like it's very different for me. It's a very different experience. I know that you're very used to this, Brian, but I'm not. Okay, like I'm not real sure my footing here. So.
And with like these more like rural mountain areas where I've frequented, like almost nothing that has appeared on the news for really all this year really affects anybody over there. Like even like say with COVID, initially, people had all these. Well, tell me if you believe this. It's the opposite as far as the political affiliations. But the conservative people over here hate the governor of California. Okay. Now your governor, that's a whole.
Okay,
that's a
you
whole
already know about this asshole.
Yeah. But over here, it's the opposite, where the conservative people can't stand this guy, can't stand like any kind of thing that he does to help with either the wildfires, for example, or COVID, or really anything. Anything that he does, they're going to find some reason to complain about it. I went to the store today. I'm in Sonoma County in Windsor right now. I went to the store today.
You're in Windsor
right now. Okay. And there were people on both the entrance and exit of this grocery store outside looking for people to sign a petition to essentially try to get the Governor Newsom out of office, because he just proposed this curfew. And so there were people on both entrance and exits, and they're trying to get everybody to sign
for COVID, for COVID relief.
Yeah. But even during when the wildfires were raging, like same thing. There'd be signs, there'd be petitions and such to get Newsom out of office. Blah 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 blah. They just blah 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 blah. But back to the COVID thing, like it was not taken seriously at all up here by the regular citizens. I mean, people would just be going around not worrying about anything because, again, it's either a conspiracy or it's somebody in collusion with the Chinese or somebody.
Oh, Jesus.
It's
So that's what it is. Basically, they let their you gotta love that. Those are the most intelligent right there. Yeah.
But I mean,
well,
that's
what, right?
What's up?
You know what DeSantis just did, right? This fat son of a bitch. Okay, I hate him so fucking much, Brian. I really listen. There's gonna come a day. I know you know. There's gonna come a day, bastard. Ooh, Brian, I can't stand him. Okay, so his dumbass shenanigan. He wants to, if we're in time of unrest civilly, right, they can use deadly force against riders. Okay.
I read about that.
And they can also, a rider in you're in the flow of traffic, they can run you part of the stand your ground law. There'll be zero repercussions. What, bitch? Did you just really say that? Did you just really say that these people who are, it doesn't specify whether or not they're armed, because they're not. Come down with your fucking car, homeboy. You ain't even got to get out to kill him. What the man? Bro, this fat bastard is on my fucking list. I hate that dude. Like, that I can say about this elitist piece of shit that can convey how I truly feel. I can't stand that fat bastard. Like, what type of wants to give you the all clear to mow down some unarmed people? Tell me, when in history has this occurred?
I tell you, I read that, what was that, a couple weeks ago, wasn't it, right?
Yeah.
I had to reread the article I was reading just to make sure I didn't miss something, because like you said, I couldn't believe it the first time I read it. I'm like, hold on, whoa. Let me scroll back up there to see.
Yeah! A fucking headache with that shit anyway, because I've done what? Fuck you, Ron DeSantis was columns. Ron DeSantis, you are an absolute and complete piece of shit was one of the columns. Like, I really, with every fiber of my being, want to see this fat bastard and grow so fucking large that even his ignorant ass can't. Like, I need some teenage girl activity. I need some prostitute activity with this nasty bastard to get him out of my way. Like, every time this ignorant puke comes on the television, I want to throw I hate him so fucking much. He is the absent of an elitist bastard who swears upon to him that he is better than somebody. And I just really wanted, and Trump, I guess he met Trump at Mar-a-Lago. I think that's when I first discovered how much I hate this piece of shit. All he has done was affix his lips to Trump's ball bag and basically, do that suction motion. Yes, I said it, Brian, and I meant it, and I'll repeat it if somebody needs me to. He's sucking on his ball bag. Yes, I said it. That is all that has occurred. Let Trump say anything. DeSantis is 100% on board. Oh, yes, Trump. I love you. Let me kiss your balls. Like, this is out of line, bro. I'm disgusted. Like, what is really happening here? That's what I need to know. Who would sign off on this kind of shit?
Well, you know what? I mean, the effect of Trump, that it's not a quantifiable thing, but we know it's happened.
Yep. But it's tangible as shit, bro.
Exactly.
Tangible as shit. Yep.
Trump's presidency has given people like him, people like I think it was the governor of Georgia, and a lot of other.
Oh yeah.
It's given them permission to act out as they really want to. When they were formally.
It's a free for all. Yeah, it's a free for all. Here's your ticket. You get a free pass. It's a community chest card. Okay. Free bitch. Like these fuckers have taken this as a okay. The president says, we ain't finna get behind these riding ass bitches out here. What we gonna do instead is send in the National Guard against our own people, bitch. Okay. Are we using the U.S. government against our own people? Because I know for a fact it says some shit about that somewhere where they can't fucking do that. You know what I mean? Oh, but no, we gonna do that. What? What the fuck is really going on, Brian? We're walking back everything about this country. Did you hear what I just said? I know for a fact Brian, where does it say that they can't use the U.S. military against our own citizens? Tell me that. I know you already know right off the ripper. Where does it say that?
I believe it's one of the amendments. I don't remember exactly which one, but it's there. It is there.
I know it's there. I know the shit's in writing. I know it's got a fucking John Hancock, bro.
But that's the effects that, one of the effects that has made me afraid.
Oh, for real?
Well, yeah. I mean, if you have a president who just flouts, what
ignorance, idiocy, racism. But I mean, take your pick, bro. He's got all those.
But all in this completely fake, self-serving idea of what patriotism is.
You got it. Yeah, that's how we're going to make America great again, Brian. You know what we could do to make America great again is we could whitewash it. We could essentially, Karenize it. And then on top of that, I mean, maybe we could turn the U.S. military upon our own citizens that don't agree with us. How about that, Brian? I mean, that sound good to you? Like, what the fuck? I mean, let's just say what's really happening, dude. Like, I don't understand how this shit is still getting any sort of news coverage where people aren't coming out and saying exactly what's happening. Because I'm going to tell you this right now. I do a little bit of journalism. I don't know if you've read me or not, Brian, but you can find me on some platforms. And I've never once said anything such as, well, we feel as though we could use the stand your ground law as coverage in order to defend yourself against rioters. No, bitch. What you mean is if white America feels threatened, plow through this shit, Bubba. You ain't even got to stop for these motherfuckers. They just fighting for people's rights. Fuck them. It's cool. Hit them. Drag them a few yards if you want to. That's fine with us. We got you, boo. It's okay. Like, psh, it's Florida. What else do you expect? No, motherfucker. That's not how you act. This is not okay. For most people in a civilized society, that's not okay. So 60% of you motherfuckers are still out here okay with this shit? That's what you telling me? That's what we're looking like? That's what the numbers say? Somebody needs to get me my whiteboard, Brian. I'm feeling like maybe this is not a good look. Not at all. I don't like these percentages. What I feel like, and what I said, what are you bitches with all this loud ass, Trump got your back voice gonna do when you ain't got Trump to get you back? You feel me? Because I want to hear somebody pop the fuck off with the same dumb shit then. You know what I'm saying? Like, all you bitches got balls right now. But in about 6 weeks, you bitches ain't finna have them big ass balls no more, And I mean, I'm not one to say I told you so, but I'm one to say I told you so, Brian. I'm also one to hold a grudge. You feel me? Like, about that bitch I've been fighting every time I see her since I was 15. You know what I'm saying? And I still wear her ass out if I see her ass tomorrow. So, I mean, I don't hold a grudge, but I mean, maybe a little bit of one. Maybe I'm not the most forgiving person I know, but
well, it's the past 4 years have really shown me really how, well, number one, the percentage of people who had these beliefs being more out in the open now. That's number one.
Like, they just airing everything out.
Yeah, everything.
Mm-hmm.
I've been hearing, over here in the West Coast, for months and months, we've got coverage of all the both the protests and all the clashes with the police and those. There's a specific group over here, basically just alt-right neo-Nazi types, clashing with all the protesters in Portland for months and months. And I mean, it's known in the Pacific Northwest. I mean, you know as well as anybody, there are all those groups.
Bro, they tried to secede. They tried to fucking secede from the U.S. You know what I'm saying? Let's not forget that. Like, we don't want to be a part of your U.S. We're white. We're gonna take this whole shit here, just up to the top of this mountain range, and we just gonna make it our own little country. We don't care how y'all feel about it. We're gonna do it anyway. Like, I think Idaho, it surprises me it wasn't
the number one spot.
That shit. You already know, bro. You already know, because Idaho hates me. So I really don't give a shit about some Idaho at this point. Listen, Idaho, a whole bunch of assholes that they ain't seen nobody ever with a different skin pigmentation unless it was on the TV. I just feel like maybe, if they stopped growing terrorism out there, they might be able to do a little bit of something other than farm potatoes and look stupid. But obviously that's not going to happen. So, we're talking about this. Yeah, I said it. We're talking about this puzzle piece of America, that is full of dumbass individuals that feel like the U.S. government is out to get them. I'm not real sure what the conspiracy theory ratio to, family is out there, but I'm sure the percentage is pretty fucking high. They all think that the government is spying on them, that they need to homestead in order to prevent their children from developing autism for some fucking strange reason. They're all scientists, apparently. And they also belong to a religion that believes if you're not white, you are the devil, I guess. I'm not certain. I don't follow that chapter of Mormonism. However, it is frightening to me that in an area where that set of beliefs runs so high, you have to send out the National Guard in order to get some sort of control, because people are so tired of fucking being oppressed and told that that their lives don't matter, that their lives aren't important, that just because they're not just because they're not white America anymore, they've become a melting pot. It's a problem. No, it's not a fucking problem, dude. It's not a problem. It's just kind of, progress. I don't know if you bitches out there have heard of it, but yeah, we like it over here in Tampa. We get down with it. You know what I mean?
So one of the questions I answered earlier this morning was, it was, I guess, posed to be a serious question, but
I saw you.
How,
the mini face,
how
Brian.
How the media portrayed,
yeah,
and all that. Now, I had just spoken to my mother and sister yesterday. We had a nice long conversation. I was in a good mood. I'm like, let me just
right.
But the reality of it is, I know as well as anybody, like if it was my black ass out there, it would not matter as much. Yep. if I had, for whatever reason, was shot, was killed, whatever,
Oh, Brian,
I mean?
you already know.
Yeah.
I'm burning down every fucking thing that there is to burn down until somebody pays for that shit. Like, you motherfuckers, listen, y'all don't even know who you fucked with. Okay, that's the wingman extraordinaire. Y'all bitches gonna show some fucking respect. Like, I bought him a uniform. I'm a small white woman, and you bitches violated. Now we got issues. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, Brian, no.
But it